wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice our opinion and place our calling, WB. Be yourself, see yourself, this is a show my people. Believe our hopes so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, this the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution, yeah, yeah, yeah. Love, respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes, WB. And all the things that must be happen under God blue skies. And nothing make people get victimized. Let's work together for better, we got to unite. Yeah. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice our opinion and place your calling, WB. Get up, make every day count. Don't waste it, people. Do your part, play a role, get where you need to. You can tune in for work or in your vehicle. If you got a problem, pick up the phone. Why wait? It's a time calling. It's a show with no matter even if you're at home. Just call in. WB. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice our opinion and place your calling, WB. Be yourself, see yourself, this is a show my people. Believe our hopes so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out, is the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution, yeah, yeah, yeah. Love, respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes, WB. And all the things that must be happen under God blue skies. And nothing make people get victimized. Let's work together for better, we got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize, wake up, Belize. Voice our opinion and place your calling, WB. up, Belize. Another day is here. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. We gotta keep moving, na 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 na. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Everybody gotta put their time in. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Voice our opinion and place your calling. WB. Be yourself, see yourself. This is a show of people. Belize our hopes so to needless reason. Nobody feel left out. It's the vibe we dealing. Let's find a solution. Yeah. Love, respect, unselfishness and cooperation. That's how we need to build a strong nation. We are the people to make the changes. We are the changes. WB. And all the things that must be happen under God blue skies. And nothing make people get victimized. Let's work together for better. We got to unite. Belize, yeah. Wake up, Belize. Wake up, Belize. Another day is here.
It's Wednesday and it's time for WUB, Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. Good morning to you and welcome to Creme Radio and XTV. Your host this morning, yours truly, Mose, controlling and conducting the orchestra until 9. We are here for a conversation, not a presentation. We want you on board. So guess what? We are hoping that your morning is big enough, flexible enough, but before all of that, we need to make sure that you have great health, your energy level, high vibrations, positive, all that great stuff. Of course, we want to welcome you, whether or not you're listening to Creme Radio, watching XTV. Of course, you've got our apps, so apps are keep available to be put on your device, your smart devices. So we hope you've got it there because it gives you great range. Wherever there's internet, you got us. It's not a beautiful thing. I think it is. What's a beautiful thing is that you've chosen to start your day here. That's always awesome. So guess what? Give yourself a big round of applause. You're WUBing on this Wednesday morning, 26th of August, 2026. Right now, before we jump into the main event, we've got a bit of the, what we call the warm-ups for you. We got the morning news. But before that, we've got your weather update. From the National Meteorological Service, we've got forecaster Derek Madon to tell us how today I feel.
Good evening, Belize. A fresh to moderate easterly airflow
first private radio in Belize since 1989. Creme FM presents the news. Informative, accurate, current information, local, regional, and international news, weather and sports. And now, the news.
And now the morning news. A parent in Orange Walk is appealing to the Ministry of Education for urgent support after his daughter began high school this week without an interpreter. The parent, who is also deaf, says the first day of classes, which should have been a moment filled with excitement, instead highlighted the barriers his daughter faces in accessing her education. He said she received interpreter services throughout her primary school years at St. Peter's Anglican School in Orange Walk Town. This made it possible for her to learn, participate, and thrive. But now in high school, that assistance has not continued, putting her at a disadvantage. The parent expressed gratitude that she was embraced to attend Orange Walk Technical High School, but stated, "We are not asking for special treatment. We're asking for equal access to education." Our colleagues at CTV3 spoke with the mother of the child, Areli.
She don't have no interpreter. There's nobody to help her at high school right now. And she's telling me that she feels lost because the teacher is speaking, but she does not hear. So we really, really want help from the government so we could have an interpreter for her the whole year till she finished full farm. The thing is that she did have an interpreter who was helping her. But the young lady, she is in maternity leave.
And you guys already reached out to the ministry?
Yes, we did. And this is not from right now. Because when she started preschool, she did have no interpreter, nobody to teach her sign language, how to learn to say ABC in sign language. Recently, in school, before she finished standard 6, she had teachers who was her interpreter for a few while.
So this is something that she has been struggling with?
From some time. And the thing is that right here in our country, we don't have that kind of help for those kids who are deaf.
Do you feel like not having an interpreter is a disservice to her going to high school with other kids?
Yes, because maybe like when she associates with the other students, maybe the students supposed to ask her interpreter, and the interpreter will explain to her what they are saying, and she will express herself and tell them what is the conversation they're having and to know her better.
Has the school said anything in terms of if they are trying to do anything?
Yes. I speak with the principal, and he's doing his best to help me.
We reached out to the Ministry of Education yesterday morning to determine how they would address the concern, but have not received a response. The Department of the Environment has denied environmental clearance for a proposal to construct a 2.2-mile road that would connect the Honeycamp area in Orange Walk to the forming Old Colony Mennonite community of Newland, located in the southeastern part of the Corozal district with just over 1,000 residents. The link road would save 5 miles of travel. At a meeting on July 30th, the National Environmental Appraisal Committee took into consideration public concerns about the ecological value of the Northeastern Biological Corridor and recommended that environmental clearance not be granted. The DOE accepted that recommendation. It says the corridor was established to protect and maintain important forest areas, facilitate the movement of wildlife between habitats, and support the conservation of Belize's natural environment. 13 acres of forest would have been cleared to construct the road, and the DOE says the environmental impact assessment did not provide sufficient justification for this. We spoke with Chief Environmental Officer Anthony Mai, who said, to his knowledge, it's the first time that a road is being denied in a protected area. He shared other reasons for the denial.
Basically, what the NEAC said is that the potential negative environmental impact associated with this project significantly outweighs the socio-economic benefits of the project. In fact, the NEAC even cited the possible impact that this road could have on the Santa Marta village as being something that they had considered, where the road would have traversed, would have circumvented the village, and so enough, all the usual traffic, etc., that normally goes through the village would not go through the village and created some level of socioeconomic issue for them. And this was one of the concerns raised during the public consultation. Also, the NIAC mentioned that the EIA report itself did not clearly articulated where the fill material for the road would have come from. And they said that the quarry site that were highlighted in the EIA report may have been already exhausted. And so to create additional quarry site within the area would have created additional impacts to the area. And this is just for 2.2 miles of road. And so they felt that, again, the need to protect this biological corridor far outweighs, again, the need to establish 2.2 miles of road. The EIA report also mentioned that the 2.2 miles of road would have just augmented or at least saved from driving like a 5-mile area, right? So it just didn't make environmental sense in relation to saying yes to this project. There is a particular section, or at least a part of the EIA process that is called the no action alternative. And so within the EIA report, the environmental consultant would have had to explain different options in relation to the proposed road. And one of those options is a no action alternative, which means that what would be the benefit of keeping this area in its natural state, right? And so you look at that in relation to the no action alternative as compared to the possible impacts that it could have. And so in this case, the no action alternative, the NIAC felt was one of the best decision or most environmentally sound decision to make.
The DOE encouraged the developer Honey Hub Limited to explore an alternative route outside of the biological corridor. A bill to formalize the government's push to modernize the transport sector through the National Bus Company was tabled by Minister of Transport Louis Zabani at Friday's House meeting. The Public Transportation Investment Bill 2026 seeks to approve and ratify the government's investment in the NBC, transfer specific public transport assets to the company, and grant tax exemptions to support its operations. Zabani noted that the sector moves between 8,000 and 12,000 Belizeans every day and described the national bus system as a backbone of the economy that has suffered major deterioration over the past 25 years, leaving commuters with unreliable and unsafe service. He stated that there were extensive consultations held with highway intercity operators before the NBC was established to overhaul the public transport sector.
In any country, Mr. Speaker and colleagues, the bus transportation sector is a backbone of the economy. In countries that are progressive, you will see that they would have invested significantly in their intercity bus transportation sector because it has many effects on other sectors of the economy. I would believe that everyone would agree that the intercity bus system is indeed a classic case of a public utility, akin with the need for electricity to reach everybody, for water to reach everybody. And in that respect, it requires that the public sector, that the government take a very focused, particular interest in what is happening in the intercity bus sector. The model that was allowed to fester over the years has led to a system that has worked against the well-being of the very people who need to use it. Why? Because we know the stories, we've seen them on media all the time. Buses racing on the highways, breaking down on the road, water coming in through the window, having the floors, you could see the road from inside the bus, all kinds of things. Some buses catching fire. We certainly, on this end, have taken shame on what is out there, as we should. And this is what has driven us to take an innovative, transformative approach to the problem. Clearly, the model that we have is a model of innovation. It's not a model of Band-Aid. It's a model that will transform our intercity bus system so that our people can be served properly.
Minister Zabane reported that the NBC now covers the entire southern corridor and 83% of the western corridor, and added that there have been improvements with reduced racing incidents and breakdowns. He shared the plan to invest in newer buses with the purchase of already of 8 newer Bluebird units and to replace the fleet with electric buses by the end of 2027. The bill was sent to a House committee for review. The investigation into the Belize River fish kill earlier this month has not been concluded, as analysis from samples collected are not all in. During an interview on Tuesday, Chief Environmental Officer Anthony Mai confirmed that no necropsy was conducted on crocodiles or turtles. He shared that they will develop an SOP, that is standard operating procedures, to cover such investigations.
Was any necropsy conducted on any crocodile or turtle from the Belize River to confirm that they too died from hypoxia?
So again, the direct answer is no, but we have not publicly stated that the result of the death of the turtles and crocodile was because of hypoxia. So we didn't do any necropsy on those species, but we believe that just as the New River event, that the change within the aquatic ecosystem, the change of the eutrophication causing the dissolved oxygen to be depleted, the fact that a condition like that promotes the growth and proliferation of bacteria that produces hydrogen sulfide, and there are certain bacteria that produces what we refer to as mycotoxin. We believe that those two possibilities may have been the reason why the crocodiles and the turtle may have died. So it could have been as it relates to the generation of hydrogen sulfide floating on top of the river, the crocodile and turtle breathing that in. That's a very toxic gas that could have caused their death. And then also mycotoxins being ingested by these animals could lead to possible death as well. We haven't done any necropsy, but we are in preparation of this event. If it should happen again into the future, we are hiring a consultant to develop a standard operating procedure for fish kill. And so all of these things will be included into the SOP so that in the future we don't miss any component of the investigation.
Do tests need to be conducted to determine if in fact that bacteria was generated, and if the bacteria occurred, if that generated the hydrogen sulfide?
We didn't do any tests for that, but hydrogen sulfide has a rotten egg scent. So based on observation when we went on the river, we found that scent on the river. And we also received reports from village members, from community members, that the river smelled bad. And so we're putting those two together to suggest that the bad scent that they smelled may be a rotten egg scent, which is consistent with hydrogen sulfide.
And the mycotoxin?
We didn't do any tests for the bacteria that generates mycotoxins, but cyanobacteria is one of the general bacteria that produces mycotoxin. And that generally occurs within the environment, and we suspect that cyanobacteria was present again. And again, in the preparation of the SOP, all of these things will be stated as standard operating procedures, standard data that would need to be collected.
The Department of the Environment intends to hold a community meeting before mid-September after obtaining all data that is still being analyzed. Some of the pending information is related to agrochemicals of concern that were detected at several points near the Santander operation and surrounding areas. The DOE previously indicated that a flood event occurred prior to the fish kill, inundating portions of nearby farms to varying degrees.
Are you able to say what agrochemicals of concern were detected, and should those be in use by the companies operating along the river?
So that's the information that we are currently running. We haven't finalized that as yet, but we do have a list of agrochemicals that are being used within the area. And again, these are agrochemicals that have been approved and registered by the PCB to be imported and used in Belize. So for us, the concern is just the application methodology, how they apply it, the volume that they apply within a given acre, etc. And these are some of the discussions we'll have with these farmers when we meet with them. We have some dates set to meet with some of the farmers very soon, as early as next week.
Brings us to the end of the morning news update. You know how you go. We take a small break, and then when we come back on the other side, yeah, that's when we get down to the business of the morning right here inside the WUB, Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes, live on Creme Radio and on XTV.
Informative, accurate, current information. Crem's newscast. Local, regional, and international news. Weather and sports.
Smart for everybody. Smart leading everything. Smart give you everything. Smart offer everything. Smart give you everything. North to the east and the south and the west. Smart are the best. Darling, double up my data and give me all the text. In fact, give me a plan for my family. Unlimited calls so me like it. And Smart make everybody feel happy. Bringing people together, me want it now. Smart got love for everybody. Me want my Smart plan. Want it right now. Me want my Smart plan. Want it right now. More bundles, data plan. Me want my smartphone, internet in my hand. Call me want my Smart plan. Want it right now. Smart. Stay connected. Stay happy.
At Atlantic Bank, your convenience is our priority. Our contact center is designed to enhance your banking experience. With a wide range of customer service options, you save time and effort. You can easily call in to block or unblock your debit and credit cards, perform account inquiries, and access detailed card information. Whether you need assistance with online banking, merchant support, or general inquiries, our team is ready to help. For added convenience, if all operators are busy, you can leave your number and an operator will return your call as soon as possible to ensure you receive the support you need. Depending on your transaction type, we may need to verify your identity through a set of security questions. And remember, Atlantic Bank will never request your username or password for Atlantic Online via phone call, text, or email, ensuring your personal information remains safe and secure. Our support team is available Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. in both English and Spanish. Simply dial 223-1212. This is a dedicated line for our contact center. Atlantic Bank is committed to providing you with exceptional service and the tools you need to manage your finances conveniently and securely. Take full advantage of our easy-to-use contact center services today.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Amandala is now online. You can now access Amandala's midweek and weekend issues online by logging on to our website at amandala.com.bz/news and joining our membership portal today. There's 5 easy steps to get unlimited access to weekly e-paper, archive publications, and a host of other exclusive contents. Number 1, go to Amandala's website. Number 2, navigate to subscribed areas. Number 3, choose a membership level. Number 4, check out using our secured portal. Number 5, log into the members only section. Telephone numbers 501-280-4703 or 202-4477. Fax us at 501-222-4702, or you could email at amandalapress@yahoo.com or amandalapress@gmail.com. Amandala, all power to the people.
Right, welcome back. This is WUB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. Mose Hyde hosting today. Next time, join at 6:30 for just the link in, but still, we're happy you are here. It is Wednesday morning edition of Belize's premier morning conversation, live on Creme Radio and on XTV, and this is where the conversation begins. We're going to have a very full show, full of energy, full of traffic. We've got a full lineup of special guests coming into the studio starting from now. We are trying to sort out our first guest of the morning virtually. Creme, good morning.
Morning, Mose. Morning, Belize to say. How the morning, brother?
I'm great, man. Give thanks for asking.
Give thanks. A number of things.
I have one guest line up, so you don't have to be compact. I got
the guest done today already?
That just with the sort out one the Zoom hiccup, but yeah, is already in the Zoom. Have Mark Usher, engineer and bona fide bedroom from way back when. Whole technical bedroom day one.
Okay.
Talk to me a little bit about this only engineer planation of PUC and the meter and all of that. So we dive deeper into the the electricity bill.
Okay. There were three things quickly. One being my heart broke because James bus line terminated services. Like that I never ready for it. That was my favorite bus line in the whole world. I remember one time you said any bus we got like the Rastacala got to be like a good bus. And just seeing it along the Hummingbird, the Southern, the TV Ramos Road, like man, that part that that bothered me. So that one. Two, just to note that students still have the right to go to school and for wear their hair however they choose as long as their hair clean. The Ministry of Education to violate the Constitution of Belize would give Belizean students the right to go to school and to wear their hair how they choose. Now the school, I believe, because of public pressure, they get slick. They're not outrightly to send the children home like how they're doing in the past, but they still reprimand at least one student I know already this year get reprimanded for have hair. I think the student hair like extremely long, and then tell the student that he can't come back to school with his hair like that. And this is our high school with a known violator. So that for set of parents, listen, once on a write one letter to the school saying that your child have the right to wear their hair how they wear it for cultural reasons, they shouldn't bother them. But one parent told me straight up, I don't want to target my child after that. The school quick for telling you know that the rule before you send the child here. So that human rights violation still continue because once they tell the child they have to adjust their hair, which is one colonial rule or one colonial practice, or else they can't come back to school. So then they're denied access to education, which is a human rights violation, and then the same with the hair. And last but not least, Social Security money, I hear one black man to rail up. And the rail up because he says sick from Friday to try getting money, he can't get money. I've made a number of calls, the man make a number of calls. The long and short of the story, to the best of my understanding, Social Security had a glitch in the system on Friday. They did not adequately inform the public of the glitch, so people not getting money. And I tell them, I say, I want to call Wednesday. I give it till Tuesday, the man vexed. The man they go between the bank say another day. Go to Social Security say another day. And the bottom line is that it was Social Security because of a glitch. But this is just one person who I booked. I don't know how much other Belizeans impacted, and this man left on sick leave. The man did get the money late yesterday, but Social Security has to do better when they have one issue like this to immediately inform the public. Send out one press release to the media houses so people know and to say how do I remedy, how quick it will help people. Now that yesterday people start to get their money, but the money to get their money from Monday, and so have to hold Social Security accountable for that. So we have to stretch talking on another time, Mose, but thanks to the airtime.
Give thanks. Mr. Marcus Shaw, are you there?
Morning.
Just constant echoing. The man sung like Stone Love. Mic check. I'm not hearing you now, Mark.
Morning.
Yeah, we're just getting a constant reverberation there. Can we sort it out, please? Yeah, so we invited Mark to join us. He's an engineer by training and practice and experience. Actually spent some time at the PUC. Before that, I know that he was with the telecommunication company, and I believe that his engineering, well, he could tell me his specific degree. Either way, I found it important to reach out to somebody where have a background, have any familiarity, and even if might not have specifically been involved with the electricity company, has the kind of aptitude and training to be able to look critically at the information that is being presented to us, and on a very short notice, Mark made himself available after kind of pushing back on a little bit because he want more time to do research. I kind of twist his hand a little bit and tell him, no, people want to hear you now, bird. So let me hear how you the song right now, Mark.
Yeah, morning, Mose.
No, that sound good, man.
Better?
That sound good.
Okay, that must be my glasses, a create the echo.
Apparently you're not an engineer but not a videographer because your phone the move.
No,
you
boy.
have to keep that.
All right, I have
No,
that.
just
I
have
will
to
set
keep
it down
that
1 second.
stationary because you look for with people and dizzy.
How is that? Better?
Yeah, that you're calling closer, you're not bad looking, so you're not afraid for me.
Morning, Belize. Morning, everybody.
So just want to say thanks again publicly for making you join the conversation. Obviously, I think it's important, whether we look on finance or when we look on certain areas, where they do it, me now, Mark?
Oh, I'll close the window because the glare in my eye, man. Sorry. Sorry for show me belly, man. Sorry, boss.
We never need that. But I say, it's like you have people who have, say, more intimate experience, they got better knowledge. But I feel that we generally got an environment where people are reluctant to talk when things, a matter like this, inseparable from political implications, government implications and all of that, and people tend, especially very trained people like yourself, tend to say, yo, I don't really want to get into all of that. So it's very important for me to give appreciation and thanks when somebody have the courage for joining, which of course, good old technical products, so we don't shy away from these things. So it's good to have you here. I know you've done some deep dive. You know what the current conversation is. I'm sure you've heard the presentations that were made on Monday. I said yesterday we have to at least be appreciative of the fact that we get one press conference out of the big heads. That has not exactly been a popular thing of late. Press conferences, so they made their presentation. Give me your initial thoughts on where we are right now, Mark, from your understanding. And I think you were at the PUC for a bit, right?
Yeah, Mose. So I was at the PUC 10, almost 11 years, and during that period, I got.
Were you ever at BL?
Yes, I was at BL 3 years prior to that.
Okay,
so you've Control Center.
So you have done BTL, BEL, and PUC.
PUC, yeah. Only I forgot that water now. Maybe I get free water.
All right. So I just make sure people know your credentials, right? Okay, go ahead, my brother.
Well, let me first off state that by no means me being here means that I'm an expert on what we are discuss.
Right.
I do have a deeper technical understanding based on my exposure and my work experience during the time at PUC, and I do understand. I have a deep knowledge of how cost of power and the grid operation, because when I was at BL, I was the manager of the control center. And the control center basically is where they mix and match and blend all the different sources of energy, right? And then it is placed on the grid, and we as consumers get to use it, right? Mind you, let me say one upfront that I am here as a customer BL with 11 meters. Mose me got 11 meters, Papa. So I had to feel it 11 times. All right, so just as much 11, as how I share my technical knowledge.
Or you got it all done. You got 11 smart meters, or you got some of them all done. See one there.
I think make I say 4 there, 4 done smart, and then the next 6, 10, and the one as I don't remember if the one at San Pedro done smart already, but I know I got 10 smart, and maybe one and don't say. But for me, Mose, the whole concept, all right. I look when I turn my head up because I look on my laptop and I look at the summation of what it is that a problem what we have right now, we as consumers, because obviously PUC not got a problem with it, BL not got a problem with it. And it says, and I just want to read quickly, this is from the 2026 April ARP this final decision. Now, make I just broke down some of these things. Every year there's a annual review proceedings where BL submit to PUC after one half year period when they done. Okay, BL want put out what you call one forecast, right? When they say, okay, boy, every month we want to take 1,000 kilowatts for this one, 1,000 kilowatt hour for that one for so much for Mexico, so much for Bicol, so much for there. Every month, right? That when they forecast. Then they actually go through the process and get the energy from the different sources, right? That's the way you call it actuals. So now, the way how the rate setting methodology set up, BEL will look at, they will record all of the energies when they use, and all the energies combined from the supplier. Like for example, make I just, no, I know the show no numbers that are real because that's so long I know that I don't have access to the real numbers. I just use examples. Let's say from Bicol, right? Bicol, they get a grid 5 cent power, right? Let's say Hydromaya, the next lead one down the Punta Gorda, they get 3 cent power. No, again, I said the numbers are not correct. I just throw something so I can explain. Let's say Mexico, they give away at that point in time 12 cent power. And we talk US, right? We don't talk no, we talk Belize. Make it just keep right. Good. Let's say Belcogen, in the sugar period, when in the mill, Belcogen they give away let's say 10 cent power. So now how you get cost of power? Each one of them cents we are call out. You mix that. You first of all, you take if Belcogen will give you 100 kilowatt hours, you multiply that by 15 cost of power. You understand? And right so. So you add up all of that, and that could become the aggregate cost of power. So now BEL one normally put out one propose. We expect that. 1 second, the phone drop, Papacito. We expect that we cost of power when we aggregate it will be 21 cents. Right? Based on all the supplies what we expect to have. Now remember that forecast, all right? And things could change. Good. So that way the pretty paper where I sent to you say reference cost of power. Good. So now when they start operate for the month, then what end up to be the really actual, sometimes you have a difference. Right? Now that difference could be it go lower than the reference or it go higher than the reference. Right? Now, in this paper, BEL submit to PUC, and normally they submit for the ERP wrong November, December, unless that may change since I left. And then PUC and look on it, PUC and say, boy, we are give you this, we are give you that, we are give you Tara. But we don't think you should have charged this, we don't think you should have charged that. Right? And then PUC and put out one initial decision. I think that initial decision come out from February. Then PUC and put it out there by law for everybody comment. Right? You could comment, me could comment, me got 11 meter, me could comment. You got 1 meter, you could comment. The big hotel could comment, the big production could comment, anybody could comment. Well, in this instance, only BL may comment. Right? Now, I tell you something more. The reality is, by law, PUC do whatever you do, if you put it out there. But you know, people, man, we try to put bread power table. Me go mix cement for make a little money. Me have to go turn 2 wire because my workman no go and I have to get on ladder. You know, you have your things to do. People busy. Sadly, as a paying public, we don't pay attention to things that we need to pay attention to until it liquid in the back part of the areas. You understand what I say? So, not much people comment, and so the initial decision end up to be the final decision. Now, whether the essence of this final decision, Mose, make I read the part B. First of all, it say they want to maintain the current electricity tariff using customer billing. What that mean is, let's say for argument's sake, right before this review, April, we made pay one mean electricity rate at 34 cents. Let's say at the call number, I'm not sure, because I never get time for research. We made pay 34 cents a kilowatt hour. You, all of it, they pay that. Right? Good. So that first statement is say they want to keep that. Now here's where we have to have the concern. Statement B say,
yeah, it gets sticky.
Establish
it gets sticky. It gets sticky.
Yeah, it gets sticky. Establish a regulatory sandbox, something in a sandbox, Papacito. To test the efficacy. I want you to hurry tell me what efficacy means. Right?
How effective it is.
Efficacy of BL's proposed cost of power adjustment. All right, so BEL sending one thing in a November, December to PUC and say, by the way, we're going. We have to set up one cost of power adjustment tariff. Now, my layman understanding of this cost of power adjustment tariff, this and call it COPA, right? You remember Copa Cabana, where you made up on New Road?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know me, Lee boy.
I remember
me too.
Cabana. I never went there. But I know there was a Cabana. Yes.
All right. So good. So
I think our name
we get Copa, but we not
our name from abroad. Our name I think from South America. Oh
yeah, man. You have a song to it with them. You from the Copa Cabana anyway. That's not my job. The only show we can sing. Yeah. So we get Copa now without the Cabana. What Copa mean? This simply means that while we pay with regular bill Mose, if you burn 100 kilowatt hours and just rule at home, no quote me and nobody from PUC or BL and hala Marco Shaga wrong numbers. I use numbers to explain. If Mose Hyde burn 100 kilowatt hours, figure your bill, you should be able to multiply 100 kilowatt hours by where I tell you 43 cents. You understand? So that no change, but here the thing now, this Copa they tell you that BEL will be allowed to charge up to 1.5 cents additional to your usage, so that they could balance off the cost of power problems or the differences in a cost of power, right?
So at a very minimum, that guarantees that fluctuations in where you pay won't become more significant than previous.
All right, you say the first part of your question again.
If they enable COPA, they said that they don't enable COPA yet. That's what they say. That what people are complaining about the COPA not even really kick off like that yet. That's when they say.
Caramba.
But essentially what COPA is saying, if they are allowed for be so, you know, say, current with the adjustment from month to month, inherently that they tell you that your bill will fluctuate more than what it used to fluctuate before.
Yes. No. If you say that the man say that COPA no get in yet, then boy, and ain't here up on my head where I could scratch. You understand what I say? Because yes, that mean that I don't know if you say where that is concerned. The reality is this, from my engineering knowledge and experience with metering, if you want to call it that.
Okay.
Right? The non-smart meter, the conventional meters, right? The digital meter or the good old what always spin, the electromechanical meters. Then it on, then it spin based on the amount of current where the amount of energy where you consume. Well, basically, the current times the voltage, right? I don't want to get too technical. Good. The smart meters come in. Many countries have implemented the smart meters for many reasons. From the time me did a PUC, BL is submit and they tell the PUC, boy, we want to start though time of use metering. For example, time of use metering Mose is where you pay one different tariff based on the time when you use the energy. You there with me?
Mm-hmm.
Now the thing about it is this, right?
That's when they make the argument about you could use your AC at night when everybody is sleep, but if you use it during the day when you need it the most, you can cost you more.
When you need it the most, yeah. And then the man say, boy, well get up, tell wifey, he want to tell Suzette to get up and go wash 12:30 at night because the current cheaper then by the man anyway. We not go there, Papa. So what the smart meter does, the smart meter enables one tariff methodology like time of use, right? So it was inevitable that BEL will end up installing smart meters. The smart meters have a lot of other features where for example then, and I stand corrected here when I know, right? Remember all the while ago people go wrong the radio meter. Now with the smart meters, nobody know how to go wrong or read a meter. The information gets sent back to the central office automatically, right? So what that mean? That means some people lose their lead job, right? But that are not we business. That big and we that above we pay grade right now, right? So now if the man say that boy the doubling and the tripling and the 1.5 of your bill have nothing to do with COPA right now. Boy, then that points for huge concern. I would have to start get information. Like anytime I see somebody, one of my friends, they say, well, me like bill gone crazy. I ask them to send me them bill because I interested in understanding the thing. So maybe I don't know if it's possible, if this is a good idea, maybe we could do that, set up one, I don't know if you call it on a hotline or some kind of thing, because the only way you can know how people get impacted, that if you start collect the data from individuals who are being impacted. Okay. So maybe that's the first thing I suggest.
Okay, so so make we back up a little bit. And what I want to do that, give you a quick take from me, and then you tell me where right or where wrong. So instant evaluation, like instantly grade my paper.
Yes, sir.
So back on up one bit. The PUC, that's not something that has always been here. It was essentially brought into existence in, I believe, the late 90s, around 1999, 2000. That's maybe somewhere around 2000, 1999, 2000, 2001, thereabouts. Because my recollection about it, Mark, is that the PUC come into existence because the government at the day started to press the ags on privatization. In fact, they may done privatize essentially BEL, and then the PUC come into play. And then they would then go on to privatize and the the whole privatization misadventure would kick off, and the PUC was created and put forward and advertised as this creation where we ensure that even though the government, the surrender utilities to private investors, that the government still could make sure that you have one certain amount of monitoring and regulating, so that the PUC come into be. So essentially the PUC had as its reason for existence privatization of the utilities. Now, we forward now, we part, there is no so serious what I call remorse, public remorse about privatization, and realize people start to burn back on the privatization of water, start to push back on the privatization of telecommunications, and then we end up with a situation where we're back and forth with BEL, one monopoly, being owned by one investor where the majority shares they operate outside of the country, and we back and forth. We have spent many months up on the WUB. They fight back with Fortis, and I feel like the PUC, they be like one, you'd say just on a rubber stamp, and Fortis essentially the defending shareholders. And that's what we got through in the mid-2000s thereabouts. We reach a point where we start to buy back. The first thing I think we take back the water. We end up with the take back of telecommunications, and we take back the distribution. The BEL that was nationalized from Fortis was the distribution, but not the production. The production still remained majority private until very recently, when there was the buyback of the hydro. We take back hydro, but that was a recent thing. So we end up take back BEL. No. Once we do that, the PUC now become preoccupied. The landscape changed. The landscape changed because its primary motivation of it say, okay, make government could still have the regulatory presence so that private investors they not do it wrong. But the landscape changed, and the political directorate, being what it is, PUC then become protect the interests of the political directorate. Because that's the way all regulatory agencies end up do, period. So now we are shocked to know that BEL find itself in our financial position we're so dire. Like how as you rightfully point out, these when I do early research over the past couple of days, I find maybe one instance when I think it was in 2018, PUC essentially said, yo, we are okay with an increase for BEL. And I believe the administration at the time said, well, we hear your PUC, but we can't overrule that. We veto that. We can't allow that increase to go off. That happened in 2018. Now, very recently, we experienced we're part of the social partners are saying, yo, PUC know the work how it's supposed to work after the whole BTL proposed acquisition and SpeedNet. The social partners are saying, no, that whole PUC thing that we find the people who have been chosen to be on that board to have failed. We have to have inclusion in that. We have to redesign PUC. So to me, everything where they go on here, they say BEL in a level of financial desperation. We know that they get bailout for the Mexican, because the government have to pay the Mexican bill for them. BEL is scrambled for money. And so because BEL is scrambled for money now, they have the things when they do, they're all about trying to play catch back, because we end up going through a period where we never made make the best decisions, and for cover for failed policies, inadequate management quality and decision making and leadership create one problem, and now they have to play catch back and fix it for we head, but no accountability for the failure and the mistakes made by leadership. That's my synopsis of the situation. We're part of right to part of wrong.
Boy, you all correct, Mose. No wrong. Listen,
Boy, I
make
get
a
100.
first off. You did at 98. I know I get 100. I never get 100. If you know Ranny Lou and him boy from BTC, you know 100, brother.
Talk to me.
But listen, listen, Mose. You're right. The PUC was created as a regular. Actually, before the PUC, it was the Office of Electricity, right? Then that was brought. Then the PUC was broadened to the Public Utilities Commission, and you're right. The Public Utilities Commission was supposed to be the referee to make sure that there's a balance. When you peruse the Public Utilities Act, the PUC Act, and even the Electricity Act, right? It tells you clearly that the PUC role is to protect the interests of the consumers and strike a balance between the service providers, whether the independent power producers, and BEL as the sole license body or entity where could do distribution and sale of electrical energy. That's the PUC role. Now here is the typical monkey wrenching and the whole thing was. It is the minister who is the minister of electricity or whatever you want to call it.
Public utilities.
Who the government believes who select the commissioners. All right. So how independent can you be? Tell me, Papacito. How independent can you be? So that are the first thing. We all know the back and forth with Fortis. We all know when we're there. This group come in and fight, that group come in and take back, give back, take back, and all of that. We all know that. Now, while all of that they happen, and I've been very public in saying this in the social media space, and anybody will want to listen to me. When you go on grid modes, when you go on national grid, now if we national grid that pittance, I think probably right now with the peak at probably 120, 130 megawatts. Right? Man want hotel in our next country. They use that amount of power. For we really grid that chinchy grid, boy big for we because this is all we got. When you go on grid, one national grid, brother, you cannot plan to maintain and expand that grid with no 5-year plan. You have to plan and maintain and expand that grid with 10, 15, 20 year plan. Now here's the problem, Mose Hyde. We live in a country where everything works on 5-year plan. Why? Because the election come up every 5 years. Electricity, that was huge commodity in this country. Huge. Probably the thing bigger than electricity, the fuel. Because electricity use fuel, and we don't want to get on the fuel tirade right now. So electricity have to have in GOB input. It has to have GOB input. But if you have if the mindset of the current people in a cabinet not correct, if their mindset is, boy, we are work this thing for the 5 years and then we are safe, we are get re-elected, then we will have the problems that we have. The problem that we have with the grid right now, Mose, that want 25 to 30 years in the making. And I want to use examples. Make I use one quick example. Kikaka. For all the years, Kikaka has always been supplied with power using diesel generators. Back in 89, 90, when I'm a young boy technician, one number of times, me as one engine driver assistant, they used to call it then, right? One oiler. I end up the Kikaka, young boy. They along with one senior man, one John Knowles or one CY or one of them senior boy. And we manage the equip we take care of it. We go per shift. And we turn on the engine, make sure Kikaka got power. No more. From back then, Kikaka cost of power was a minimum of 2 times the cost for mainland energy. because the mainland energy get one mix. And this is way before we start talking about CFE. Right? This is when we only had in-country generation. If you made the cost back then, 35 cents a kilowatt hour for the mainland supply power, the cost of power, Kikaka me dead at 70 cents. 2 times. Now, Kikaka, most 30 years later, Kikaka still depend diesel, brother. Here is where the 5-year decision-making political crappy system has compounded that problem. For years, there have been a proposal on the table for make Kikaka get connected to San Pedro so that it patch in with the submarine cable and it get the mainland power. We want to reduce the cost of power for Kikaka. Now, make us say this one time. When Kikaka cost of power, they cost twice where the mainland the cost. Guess who paid a bill? All away. All away the subsidized Kikaka. No, don't get me wrong. Kikaka people, if you want to listen. I know the real up, but this don't have nothing to do. I love you. And they can live out there directly. Right? But I make the point of how the 5-year nonsense has impacted the electricity supply of our nation. So there was a plan for connect. There was always a plan for connect with the one submarine cable. Mose, guess who blocked the damn submarine cable in Mose? The one next agency at the government, I believe. DOE. We can't get no environmental clearance. That's one of the problems. And I got no problems to say that. If they try to sue me, I want to prove to them that then I'm one of the problems because I know I was there. I was at BL there when there was a push to get that submarine cable connected from San Pedro to Kikaka. There was a decision, there was a plan long time because from the time they put the submarine cable from Belize City to San Pedro, from Bomba to San Pedro, they know that the cable max out at 12 megs or whatever that it makes the max out. Mose, this 20 years ago they know this. The engineering team, when a group of correct-minded people that are BL on the board and everybody, boy, yes, we have to put in our next cable one time because with the city growth, that no get done. Now, who fault that, brother? That are not me and you fault. That are not the 105,000 regular customers with BL fault. When now we have to eat the bill, that are one problem with GOB, BEL and PUC, the 3 big elephant in the room. I said that without apology. So what happened now? San Pedro max out, brother. You know what they end up to do now? BL had to go and buy one gas turbine Mose where use diesel. 20 megawatts there at San Pedro. The right wrong way for my piece of land there. Right? Right wrong back there, DFC area. And that when they use now. So what that mean, Mose Hyde? San Pedro energy, that 2.5 times the cost of power to generate energy using a gas turbine. That as much as 2 to 2.5 times the cost where the mean cost of power. If the mean cost of power right now, if you look on the man table, then it said about 30 cents. Well, make I tell you something. To produce 1 kilowatt hour at San Pedro Kikaka, it must be dead $100, it must be dead $1.20 or $1.10. Who paid for that rasta? We. So what I'm saying is now you also made a point. Bad managerial decisions. Boy, I could dare so for 10 hours and list the amount of nonsense where the management. And I have to say, I have to lay the blame at the board level because at the end of the day, BL have always had some excellent engineering minds. Excellent. Derek Davis, amazing brain. John Avery, amazing brains. Even though those guys have left. And you're trained for design and maintain one's grid. You're trained for that. Right? So you want to come up with a plan, and you not trained to make no 5-year plan because you cannot. Mose, if I want to build one power station or one substation, it take me 1.5 years to design it, engineering, real talk with the talk now. Then when you start with procurement next year, so by the time you ready for the substation bill, you there in a year 3-4. How the hell you want to do anything in a 5 years? No engineering-minded person, technical person, planning in a 5 years. None. Especially when it comes to electricity. You have to plan in a 15, 20, 25, 30.
Mr. Usher, you're the cook. I hate to interrupt you, because right now you're the cook. They say don't interrupt man when they cook. But I have to go on a break. And I got a full man, right. and I want to get you back in the second half part of this hour. So let me just quickly go to the 2 cents. I'm going to have a break.
All right.
I'll come back.
Yes, sir.
You're watching WB, and this is XTV. Big respect to our sponsors, 4 Point Security. And right now the people are mad and upset because the price of gas gone up again. Some people will find out the people here 2 cents. I'll see how they feel about it.
We don't control nothing, brother. We don't run nothing. We don't run nothing, sir.
That your 2 cents.
The damn people running.
That your
2 cents on the gas station, brother. Right? Life hard everywhere. On the shelf, everywhere you go. For taxi man, it's very difficult sometimes to try to go over $10 because the people, they feel it in every sense of the way, right? So we try to work with the people, right? For me personally, if I tell somebody $15 or $10 and they say, man, I only got to eat, I take it because at the end of the day, I have to eat. You understand me? Vehicle parts have to buy. You know, so I try to work with everybody, but some people are just difficult. You know, are very insulting. We are stuck.
You don't think you cut down on the business?
Of course, it has an effect on the business, right? If you used to got 50 people for care every day, you know, I'm gonna leave 30 because I mean everybody can afford it. You know, some people are what they want it, but they can't afford it. You know?
Your 2 cents.
That's my 2 cents.
How you feel about the gas?
Yes.
Like how you gone up?
Who the benefit of the gas?
What are your 2 cents?
I don't know about 2 cents.
Give me your 2 cents.
Yeah, man, I like the struggle, boss. I like the struggle with this gas. Since they raise the gas now, we decide to raise the taxi, but we have a lot of people right now where can't afford taxi right now. They just try usually smart to try cash taxi. But we, as taxi man, sometimes we have to raise the price too because so here per go really no worth $10 again with the price we can up for gas. You understand? So
your 2 cents.
My 2 cents would be that big.
Your 2 cents.
That's a chance. That's injustice.
Your 2 cents.
Every great job starts at Brothers Habet with the best supplies and the right support, including free delivery on site, so you can focus on the job. Brothers Habet, working with contractors since 1983.
Altoona is one of the most visited Mayan city up until lately. The adjacent communities have collaborated together to see how they can get a space here that the wood carvers could actually market and sell their product. Not having the POS machine in the past, we have lost a lot of sales. Atlantic Bank helped supported our business, giving us the opportunity to get the POS machine. Now with the POS machine, we are able to do more sales, and that will, also bring more, finance to our families.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Connection isn't something you switch on. It's something you build together.
Connected through culture.
Culture isn't preserved in silence. It's kept alive through participation.
Connected through education.
Education doesn't always look like a classroom. Sometimes it looks like someone taking the time to teach and someone else choosing to learn.
Connected through sports.
Before the wins, before the applause, there's belonging. Here, young people learn more than how to play. They learn how to stand together.
Connected through community.
Community isn't a campaign, it's showing up. Not once, but every time it matters.
Connected through you.
Behind every connection is a person who cares. People who listen. People who stay. We don't just connect services, we connect you to your world.
Connected through every chapter.
Smart, bringing people together.
With the launch of this website, the magistracy reaffirms its commitment to making justice more accessible, transparent, and something that looks very familiar to everyone who comes before the court.
For a person facing criminal proceedings, the website provides information on how the criminal process works, how to apply for bail, and how to appeal a decision. For someone who needs to access the family court, information about the services provided, together with the relevant forms and guidance, can now be found in one accessible location. Similarly, information on how civil claims are brought in the magistrate court is available on the website. These may seem like simple things, but they are not insignificant. For the ordinary citizen, knowing where to go, what form to complete, what procedure to follow, and what to expect can make the difference between feeling completely lost in the justice system and feeling empowered to navigate it. This website places important information and documents within reach of every citizen with access to the internet.
And our goal is really to build public confidence. The launch is supposed to, stimulate that so that the public can go online, click the link, play around with the website, get familiar with it. Also, we would definitely want the Bar Association and other key stakeholders, the lawyers, to promote the use of this website, and also the court staff.
We are often the face of justice that the ordinary Belizean is more likely to meet. That is not a burden we resent. It is a responsibility that we embrace. If we are, for so many, the only door into the justice system, then we owe it to them to make that door easier to open.
As a plumber for 25 years, I believe in quality, and that's why I shop for all my plumbing supplies at Benny's. Cheaper PVC pipes and fittings may save a little today, but leaks can cost much more tomorrow. And that's why I shop at Benny's, because quality is savings.
Quality is savings at Benny's. Best for you and best for me. At Benny's, it's the quality. Benny's, quality and savings.
Catu's Trucking is the one place that can handle all your concrete mix needs. 50-pound sandbags, white sand, sand and gravel, river sand, black dirt, clay and landfill, washed white sand, concrete mix and limestone. We also do land clearing, road construction, and excavation. For all your building and home projects, visit us at mile 14 on the Philip Golson Highway. Call or WhatsApp at 673-1118, 671-9199, or 661-5863. We're open Mondays to Saturdays. Our prices are so good you can't get a better deal anywhere. Catu's Trucking, where we do things right.
You're up against some tough challenges, but not all heavy-duty lubricants can handle the pressure. Until now, introducing Ridgeline Lubricants, a homegrown solution engineered right here to solve the hurdles you face every day. Backed by experts who understand the ups and downs of where you're operating and what's at stake. Specially formulated to protect your equipment so you can push past grueling hours, heavy loads, and harsh conditions to reach for greater productivity. Ridgeline Lubricants. Long live your equipment.
Hello.
Audio is, yeah. Yeah, I. Mark, you could talk, make others hear you. I'm not hearing you.
Well, I didn't do anything on my side.
I hear you now. All
okay,
right.
good.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
No problem.
Mark, obviously, you've shared a very powerful analysis of the situation because of your experience, your familiarity with being at BEL, being at PUC, and then of course, being an engineer. And essentially, if we are to put in a nutshell, and we have great overlapping insofar as our feeling of the situation, is that there is it is factual to say that BL have a serious financial bind. Where part the dishonesty come in is how it is we analyze and how it is we determine the way out of the bind. So essentially, the people I believe are being told that that uno never many pay, uno for pay, and so now we need to play catch back without no accountability for how you describe it, one dysfunctional approach to planning and executing the development of the grid and making decisions that make sure that we are not being wasteful or ineffective and optimizing the best case scenarios, the most inexpensive sources of power. We have not, at the level of the policymakers, at the level of the people who are at the steering wheel over these years, they have failed. So there is a dishonest assessment of how we in the mess, and then there is a convenient, easy way to solve it. Just make we pay more. Is that the kind of big picture here?
Boss, let me say this now. Now, remember, the one thing where they bother me, and I can't wait for you go find some time, and I want public to tell everybody, right? And I say it again, was maybe through your medium, we could set up one sort of a hotline or something. The only way we know where they go on from a customer based standpoint, that if somebody create one calling pool or one submission pool, see, the PUC is supposed to do that, you know. The PUC is supposed to go one customer relations branch where all of we could submit and say, listen, see my light bill here, I may pay $120 a month. It did at $3.90 now. 1 month gone, I don't buy nothing new. Yes, Lee had so a bun the fan one no AC. The PUC is supposed to provide that, Raka. That not available. Now what I'm saying is, if all of we with the consumers want to have one relief from what they push, then they push down with throat. We have to find a way to come together. And the first thing that I see from an engineering standpoint is we have to get the people where they experience one problem with their light bill, bring that information to a central point. Now, if we create one body, one consumer affairs body in a cast, my coach only could help so much because I still have to pay my bill. Remember, I got 11 meter, Papa. I still have to pay my bill.
Let me just correct something. I've been corrected. I erroneously misunderstood what they said in the press conference. The COPA is active. So the COPA is active, which gives you a little bit of relief.
Boy, well, I'm glad you make that correction because it only could be that.
Yeah.
It only could be that, which is good.
But then,
go ahead.
So BL says that you if you're having a problem, you could go to them, but that is not the same as the PUC and its responsibility and what that customer branch, that customer desk is supposed to provide to customers. And you are saying that that is not presently accommodated at the PUC.
That not the Trust me, that not the I know they ask you to tell you that not the right? And it's supposed to the Now, listen, Mose, make we go in on our numbers, make we get real with this thing. Now, you say, correct, good. You say that the COPA, that the thing where they raise the bill. Good. Now, make we look at the COPA. Make we look at the essence of the COPA. But before we look at the COPA, remind me if you come back and look at the COPA. Before we look at the COPA, I want to look at one next set of factors and bring to you and the nation's attention. Right? Where the political 5-year cycle and the hanky-panky business, I got no problem to say it like that. They go so many they want. If dark facts have impacted. All right, Mose. In the whole energy supply, you have what you call independent power producers, right? For example, Belcogen is an independent power producer. When they're in the middle and cane, they produce energy and burn the bagasse with a byproduct and they sell the energy to the grid. You agree?
Yeah.
Good. Santander the most recent IPP, as far as my recollections, then I'm an independent power producer. Then do the same thing. Then middle and cane, then sell BL, then sell the rest of energy at one cost. Good? The dams then, the independent power producers. Well, now, we buy back the dam. So maybe that guy want leave, we have to check that legality there. But regardless, I want independent power producer. The lead dam, the Hydromaya, the PG, that one independent power producer. CFE come in as one independent power producer. No, my brother. Here's something where maybe I know if you say it, but I have to say it. Because this is real. In the power purchase agreement, the PPA, the contract where one independent power producer, where one generating energy, electrical energy company, sign with BL, and they have to be approved by PUC. In the contracts, you got two things. You got one escalation factor, Mose. You know what that escalation?
I don't like it. I don't like the sound of it.
You know, like I know. All right, make a broke down
the word
escalation.
Escalation never means good things, bro.
It never mean good thing. But listen, if you think about when you there at work, right? And every year you forget you supposed to get one increase in your salary based on performance, or in the lease, you forget one increase based on inflation. You agree?
Yes.
So every year cost of living escalate due to inflation or whatever that is shan when they want to call it. Well, that is the same. That way I mean in this power thing, you know. You got one escalation factor written in a power purchase agreement. Well, a lot of them power purchase agreement, my brother, are sweetheart deals.
Escalate pan what though? Where cause it for escalate?
Wait, man. Wait. That's sweetheart deals. So here how the thing work. Let's say power, and I can't call no name, so me and you no get sued. We are just play the football with the catchy wise.
Okay.
Let's say company A, he fi sell me power for 6 cents a kilowatt hour for the first 5 years. The 6th year, he escalate by 10%. The 6th to the 10th year, you have an escalation factor where going up 10%. From the 11th to the 15th year, it will escalate one next amount. From the 15th year up to the 25th year, it escalate one certain amount. You get where I say? You understand where I say now?
Yeah.
Now listen where the sweetheart thing come in. When you go and you dig into the PPAs, the escalation factor ridiculously inflated. The escalation factor supposed to be based on the same reasoning like one company where have workers and the company have to be reasonable and
salary
give the people one salary adjustment, the increase annually because cost of living go up. It never go down. Right? Well, no, maybe other countries. Right? So the escalation factor, and nothing illegal, Papacito, when you do power purchase agreements, and this again, this is why I tell you, if you have one system where they deal with the electricity supplier for this nation, where they in our 5-year mode, that right there, so we start to get the bukut. Because when you sign with a power purchase agreement with an IPP, man, for you build one hydro or for you build one solar plant, you the talk one 20 million US, one 40 million US. More the only way you could recover that money, that if you got one 30 to 50 year contract, we could get into the money thing. So, and then within the contract, if I want to build one power plant and I got 40 million US, I have to protect myself as an investor. Correct? So I want the contract want a standard escalation factor. But the escalation factor supposed to be reasonable. And guess who's supposed to make sure that factor reasonable? The People's Watchdog, the PUC. Well, my brother, later than the PPA, me sign back then with escalation factor, where I would have called the Bokut factor. And guess what happened now, Mose? That now, over the last 10 years, the escalation factor, the liquid, can I go say but? The liquid but. Why did I say all of that? Because that's why the cost of power now did at 31 cents. That's one more reason why cost of power did at 31 cents. Is that our fault? That a Marcosha fault? Mose Hyde fault? Valley where they sell, we're gonna lease shop where they sell fault? No. Is that the consumers then we just get electricity down in the villages fault? No, none of we fault. But now this COPA, BEL, PUC, and GOB they tell we that we have to eat it. You see what I say? So what I'm tell you I have to come back to? Make I come back to that now. I'm tell you I have to come back to something.
Yeah. Okay, but the escalation thing get me so carried away there.
Yeah. No, that's fine. I want you
under pressure because I have guessed, but I have to get my guess, but your information and your input this morning is very important. A lot of people the message and say that they really respect the way it is. You know, you don't want teacher. So besides being an engineer, you don't want teacher, you know, a communicator. So generally sometimes engineers not good at communicating, but you know you got this the gift of speech, my brother.
Why I learn from the best, Mose Hyde. Mose, if I have to wrap up, make a hurry tell you, because I meet a man and rail up, but I always give solutions.
Right.
So make a tell you, because GOB said, the Prime Minister said, everybody said, BL said, why not now we could do? No, that nonsense. Lot of things we could do. One of the first things, bring the power purchase agreement people to the table, because they don't eat big. They don't yam big. Bring them to the table and say, listen, this nation need uno fi come put in uno pong afresh. Make we recalculate uno PPAs and bring down some of the escalation factor. One next thing we I never mentioned, you got one next thing in a some of the PPAs where you call take or pay. You want to tell me a little bit about take or pay?
That not sound good neither, bro.
You know so good. Listen, if I sign for buy 100 kilowatt hours for you, and I could provide it, and I provide it at 10 cents, but at that point in time, right, the grid could get that same amount of energy for 5 cents from our next supplier, right? And then BEL control center decide that they take the 5 cent power and not your 10 cent where you don't legally buy into. I still have to pay you
10 cent.
I still have to pay you your 10 cent. So where I end up the door as the manager for the grid, I want to say, well, you know what? It don't make sense because you cost me 15 cents. Better I not take the 5 cent power, I have to take the 10 cent power. Then are the things where you no need for know out here people. People need know, like you say, engineering people or technical people not come out. But you know me that country first, me that people first. PUP not like me, and UDP hate me, I don't care. Jesus like me, Jaja like me. I want to talk the things. They can't sue you nor me, Mose, because all we can do is when they carry that court, all we can do is say, Miana, give me the disclosure. Tell me some man, give me PPA. And you wanna say, submit that PPA. Anytime you read that PPA, you wanna say everything when my coach just said that. True. So they can't come out of it legally. No, make I tell you how GOB could help, how BL could help. No going no nonsense about you can't do nothing. First of all, we need to stop burn diesel at Kikaka and San Pedro. Because San Pedro is about diesel now. DOE, that one branch of the government, stop on no nonsense and find one way to give the nation the environmental clearance to lay the cable. How the hell you could find environmental clearance for investors go and cut off with mangrove or pollute with river, and you can't find time or space to give the environmental clearance for we lay the cable in the seabed from San Pedro to Kikaka and lay one second cable from Bomba or wherever at the best point to San Pedro. Brother, the minute BEL put power on the north side of San Pedro, Mose, Secret Beach area, you familiar? The minute BEL connect, and they say them I connect in this year, how I know these things are because I have my engineering company and a lot of my clients are big investors. But they can't move if they don't got power over there. The minute you hear them connect that our next 6 to 8 megawatts instantly where one need power. Where the hell you come from, Papacito? Where you come from?
Diesel.
You cannot
Diesel.
You cannot continue PUC and BL in young all unu where they unu smart. Unu can't continue the manage one grid in our 5-year capsule. Right? So renegotiate the PPAs then for dealing the escalation. Put in a submarine cable, make we cut the cost of power. Where the burn diesel. Let diesel be the emergency. Right? Now, rule of thumb, the more people that on the grid, supposedly, it means that the more it's supposed to be cheaper overall. Technically speaking, but that's true if you got one efficiently run BEL and you got one correctly, morally and ethically and financially and prudently correct set of IPPs. BEL, that one machine will work per demand, no supply. They're driven by supply. You know, they don't give a rats about who they out there. My good friend Rastaman, when near the Rasta from Belmopan, where they sell a lot of land for so when Nigel, they out they sell land to people who need land and they buy the land. You got one development, we got 400 lots. Madraka. Where the power come from for servers and people? BL no okay? Or it appears to me that they're okay. Why? Because they are not demand driven. BEL have to change their management structure and become management driven. I have a client, I cannot call the client name, where I do a design and we try increase our production center, they feed the nation, and I have to call and say no more. 2 years now, 2.5 years now. They request for increase for their power demand for BL from 750 kVA to twice that. We're still not done. Why? Because BEL machinery no cater for expansion, no cater for growth.
Osha, you want have to do part 2. You want to do part 2 with me, brother. You want to do part 2 with me.
I know.
You want to do part 2.
And the part 2 are better because I'm going to research.
All right, my brother. Give thanks for the participation, my brother. Give thanks for the contribution.
Anytime.
Yeah, man.
Yes, sir. Okay, bye.
Mark Osha, engineer, also teacher, also activist, all in one. Yeah, all for the price of none, because the money they charge we and cap off the way they share this morning. So give thanks. We are taking.
Hello Belize, if you're looking for the perfect home air conditioner, then listen up. First, choose the right tonnage. Correct sizing means perfect cooling and much lower electricity bills. Now, look for efficiency. GREE uses AI-driven performance to optimize cooling and fight high energy costs. Lastly, don't just cool your air. Clean it. Demand health-focused air treatment and smart connected features. Get the global leader in smart home comfort. Contact us today to find your perfect GREE AC.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
When EMS hit, our survival rate was 1%, 2%, 5%. I think if we got 10%, we were lucky. And we kept, like I mentioned earlier, we kept trials, and then we started to improve. And now, I must say that we are seeing much better. We're 50, 60, 70, 72% survivals with the funds right now.
We're only using about 30% of the entire acreage that we have. We have plans to completely fill up all the ponds, so that automatically increases the production capacity for our farm in general, but all the farms in general also, because we do keep in touch as a growers association, and then we talk about what's their ramp up plan, and everybody is very hopeful of the industry growing back to its previous glory.
At one point there was 17 shrimp swamps, and over the period 11 closed down. But with Mr. Robbie interest, I can see that restoration coming every single day. Just around COVID, the production dropped to 1.02 million. And as we progress this year, we expect to reach at least 3 million pounds of shrimps in the country. And I hope that those that are investing in shrimps today will definitely see progress maybe 3 or 4 years from today.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
It was rainy, muddy, playing in a whole heap of mud.
We actually started working out of an apartment with about 6 of us. It was only 9 of us.
About 15 of us, not sure where we were heading.
I came from Cancun, Mexico for an interview and I didn't go back.
First time working a big girl job.
And if you didn't know, you had to figure it out. I didn't know anything about plumbing, so I had to study YouTube.
We won the bid.
I definitely have to ask your boss to give you a raise. I plan on retiring here.
8:39 in the night, I'm still picking up the phone and each layer matters, guys.
I want to see or hear people say that Design Depot is a family.
Design Depot to me is like a family.
And we all combine to make this one beautiful Sunday dinner. I don't know who might be the salad, but
1, 2, 3.
Never stop.
The success of my business means a lot to my family, especially my brother.
because I'm continuing his legacy, making butterfly art collages. It was very hard for me to receive payments. I had to go directly to meet the person I'm purchasing from and who I'm selling to receive payment. Because I opened my business account with Atlantic Bank, now I can make and receive payments online, and this has made my job much easier.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together. Have a vision? We've got what you need. From idea to install, Brothers Habet, all your building needs under one roof.
Stay connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. So you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing *100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
All right, welcome back to the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes. We kind of squinging with guest name because we really couldn't just abruptly end that conversation there with my brother Mark on the matter of BEL. I had to really finish that off and still just left one lot of things hanging. But we're going to try to link Mark and do a part 2 next week. Important, insightful contribution this morning. But you know, one of the good things about having to squinge in is the next guest we have that because we're a straight family, so they have to understand if they can't.
No.
They might talk up behind the back like that one there, but you know. Healing is on, live, active.
Yes.
And he's with Roxanne Marin. Yes, family, WUB is in the house. So, we're probably enough for this Days of Healing 100.
105.
105. You deal with era code numbers.
I do what the politicians never do. Whoever did 100 and had events in Belize consecutively?
105. Bro.
Huh.
Bro.
All right, get to youth.
21 guns.
And then time, Brother Mose.
Yeah, man.
You know, he in the hustle off for this thing here. How you want hustle off for something where you give away?
Well,
you give away every single thing.
If you the hustle, you're the one of the lowest hustlers.
Exactly, can you? For your Mose, I don't got my ASC. And if I the hustle off for Days of Healing, but time to go back. Come
I don't even know if I got phone. Talk to me.
Well, I still got my phone. I don't got no bicycle.
I don't got no bicycle.
Yeah, I still got my phone.
There's a healing on them park.
Oliveira Street. We're near that Oliveira Street.
Right,
understand me with 150 Days of Healing. And this time of Days of Healing, we plan. This time I know hurry come up thing and say, oh, we want to go down, do this and that if you back to school because my sister in Roxanne Raicha, every single year, she do one back to school thing for the youths thing. Okay. Understand me?
Morning, Roxanne.
Not play shy because you're one of the Marines.
You're one of the Marines. No Marine we got. We talk quietly.
Oh, because Sharon not quiet and Yaya not quiet.
Well,
like you can't broke a gocha.
Aloe Vera community have 4 active groups: and children group, youth group, women of wonder, and women's group. And so this year we're collaborating with Sticks for 105 Days of Healing, and we want to focus that Days of Healing is about bringing the community together. This is for the families there. Our community have, and not just our community, the city overall have families will lose one mother, lose one father, lose one loved one, and so it takes a village to raise a child. We all know that in this life, so the struggle is real, and so any kind of help you could get in assistance, whether you're a single mother or one full parent house, you always need a support. And so we always try to reach out to those who are most marginalized, most where might drop through the cracks and in the mainstream as to get whatever need to be gotten to get back to school. And so we're up on the end of the rush right now. Primary school really only they open Monday, and so that reach out to the picklings and we could reach out for assisting or whatever way we could, no? But we want to have fun while doing it. And so this Saturday we invite out the community, Aloe Vera community. It's going to be on Aloe Vera Street. Right to the council, and they give away the barriers. We have the street lock off from between Mango Lane to Lyde Drive. We ask the residents there, apologies for the inconvenience, but if they could detour around from Estella Medicine and Tibru Street to get to their respective homes. We have the bouncy house, we have trampoline, we have cotton candy machine, we got popcorn machine, we got lima spoon, we sack race, we're running race, games for the adults, games for the kids. It's a family affair. So we invite out the community Saturday, 9 until 5, Aloe Vera Street.
Roxanne, what are some of the high priority items where you know there's a great need for, where you really want people could contribute to the cause?
Composition books, folder sheets, are the most expensive ones anyway.
Composition book, folder sheets.
Composition books and folder sheets. You know, we get donation a lot of pens, pencils, rulers, sharpener, erasers, the smaller stuff then, but composition books and folder sheets are really the bigger items there. Most people push for bags, but because we really saturated the people giving out bags, Aloe Vera really the push to put the stuff in the bag now.
Right.
So we have special envoy, Mrs. Rosanna Briseño, reach out and give her support. Family support and gender affairs, we want to give them thanks. Belize City Council, lock off the street, Belial Realtors, Les Paul, Miss Yvonne Aviles, Aloe Vera Pharmacy, Up Farbers, Miss Stacy, Miss Betty Stain from California, Kayla Arnold, Bernadine Johnson from Chicago, Jermaine West, mother of the Miss Universe, and Mr. Francis Woods.
You lead with thanks. Respect to that.
Thanks.
How they could link you with, if they have donations in the area right now, how they could link you with donations?
631-0724 is the phone number. That's 631-0724. With a pan crunch time, of course. So anything, I mean, people give at least 50, they give at least 75. One cocoa full basket at this point. We want to reach the goal for at least help 40 kids this Saturday, and that's our power stand on.
And as always, when it comes to Days of Healing, food is food is food.
Food is food is food. Brother, without food, there's no healing. There's no healing without food.
Gotcha.
Understand me? So food we need. And we always have chicken, rice, beans, whatever game meat you want to donate to. If you don't want to donate some steaks, some hot dogs, because we don't sell nothing in the Days of Healing. And you know, I only allowed one plate of food. You could eat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Born on the right chop. But we do the one that boil my pan. How much time they don't eat? You understand me? We don't ban nobody for eat. Because everybody have to eat. And when we say refreshments, we don't give you no liquor. We don't give you water ideal. If you want that, go down the street, go buy that. Understand me? So when it comes to food, we need food. Food needed, brothers. Understand me?
Rice,
beans, rice, beans, chicken, or whatever be. Cabbage, carrots. You understand me? So how I make coleslaw? We need cilantro. We need onions. We need sweet pepper.
We need cilantro.
We don't really need cilantro. I know you don't know cilantro, man. Mose don't like cilantro.
You don't
understand me? Because if you put cilantro in anything, Mose don't want to eat it.
It still tastes good without that.
But you don't know, brother. Because it's not a routine thing with we. You understand me? And like how Roxanne big up, I want to big up. I want to give thanks first and foremost to the Creator. I want to give thanks to my Godfather and all of you brothers there. We created this space for we. Thanks to you, X, and all of you brothers there. We create one space where for we voice get heard, for we issues get bring to the table. One brethren like Brother Mark will call in, because if I call in and tell you no, me personally pay $163 for light all of a sudden. Sticks to what you got in your house. You the run crane studio for your house? No man, now me want to live there. I ain't got my AC. So how I pay $163 for light? Me want to live in my house. So I can imagine the spike in a rate. And don't worry about that. Water gone up too. Don't forget about that. The water bill gone up. Because again, me want to live in my house, I pay $62 for water.
What?
I can show you my bill, Mose. After I pay over my phone.
And that when you run the pool? Or
That's the no pool. If I run the pool, man, I need $200. Make a free if you want to open up the pool before the kids go back to school. Yeah.
So quickly, while food is necessary, let it be real. Cash have to be part of it.
Cash have to be part of it, but that moves because it's unreal. The vehicle in a move, per hands are hard. You need gasoline. About a gallon, they go for about $15. I never have one car, but I know it, they go for $14 and change. Call it $15, people. You have to work 3 hours for 1 gallon of gas. Come on, man. Stop it. So we need gas to move around their vehicle. And then time the people then will cook. They don't charge you nothing. But at the end of the day, what if the lady gas go? Or the brethren gas go? And then time they might cook for we Saturday. And Sunday they gas go. So hold up. Say I leave money towards the gas. We appreciate that. And then time there, realistically, lime and spoon run race, sack race, and this, that. We stop giving a trophy. Because the money where you're spending on trophies, it's not worth it. So I leave $5, one leave $2, first and second place, then people appreciate it even more. We stop buying shirts. Brother Mose, before Corona, I used to buy 1 days of healing shirt for $200. Now, 1 shirt that almost $500. And another 1 we used to get. We used to get dozens. So what is the point of buying shirts? You can't eat it. Yes, you can wear it years later.
Yeah.
But you can't eat it on the actual day.
Yeah. Bigger needs than that.
Exactly. And the priority is we need food. We need to have equipment. Because the bouncy house is not for free. Trampoline is not for free. If you rent one popcorn machine, cotton candy machine, then they're not for free. I want to thank Miss Julia down the street. The porta potty are not for free. But then people they realize, yo, days of healing. No man, we are giving them a lead discounted price. Because we don't know, for one event, we don't sell nothing. Everything we give away. Give away. So we can't charge, like we are charge somebody. We want to go use for eating and make money off of for eating. Understand me?
So your number still work?
My number still work, 638-1550. I gone through a lot of phone and things. And most, I don't like when you talk about phone. Why? But I don't know which phone most goes me out of. Then I say, brother. I see most tell me about phone. My phone ain't broke or something.
You broke the most phone?
Yes.
Listen to me, bro. You still live the same place?
I don't got nowhere. Right. They broke up zinc fence. You come down Vernon Street, you see a big green building. You see a zinc fence. I'm here right there, baby, zinc.
They happen?
Yes, it have to happen, Brother Mose.
Alright. 105.
105 days of healing. This Saturday.
Back to school drive.
Back to school drive, yes. And we definitely have a couple artists to pull through for
yes.
entertainment.
Because they don't play a tell way. You are free, you are partial and do all these things for way. MIK, say you come down for a large bank and do all these things for way. All limited say if he get through to the thing that civic in time, he can come through. But I got international artists born right, chap.
Well, you know he.
Oh, I got some songs in to come out there.
Might have to talk to
your agent. But we can't afford your agent.
WB, good morning. Be quick, be compact. What's up?
Hello.
Yes.
Brother Mose.
Yes.
Yes, good morning, guys. Brother Mose, you see how I behave?
Brother Kalimore. I pray to put on my orange shirt this morning. Because the other day, you hear tell Mose it look like prisoner in an orange shirt. So I pray to put on my orange shirt.
Listen to me, guys. I got 6. You get the number from Mose, but I want that lady with the side of your know that when she finished from here, she could go to Way Printing and pick up 4 box or 4 packer at the paper we need.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much, brother.
I appreciate that, brother.
And this is the thing. All we have to do is tell me name, make a call there, and tell them what they name.
Roxanne Marin.
Roxanne Marin.
Yeah, Lee sister.
And Miss Marin, listen to me. You see me? Me and Mose have one beef on this show every time I mention this thing. Because say, why not like carnival? You see me? I support anybody where I help somebody get a book and learn to read and write. But when you tell me that they want to go up in the middle of the street and learn how to gyrate everybody, young girls don't need that. They need education.
Yeah,
so you see how quick I respond and to prove to Mose that I am not a villain, a bad guy who just doesn't like the carnival. But if the carnival would have a section that says, Mr. Collymore, being that you are the 800-pound gorilla philanthropist, donate to our reading program or help get one child one school bag. I was there with that, but don't call me and tell me you want we go buy costumes to carnival because I give to the needy, not the greedy.
Collymore, have a great day, sir. Thank you.
I like the color I shirt to them once. Well, Green says money. Green says money.
All right, bro. You think boy, you got people to burn out. You got people to burn out my nice tangerine shirt, brother.
Oh, and I like Seek. I look to make the background.
Man, I talk about me look like jail. Like
a jail board.
Come on, bro. Gone, Collymore. Sticks.
But then time there, with Collymore, I did with your brother. Because I remember the second days of healing with me though. 2013, right by Martins Field. We're on lead dance contest. And the lead boy in the dance. How the league girl ain't got nothing to dance. I was some big man. They push people to the side. I said, you know what, Sticks? Never ever again you put the league up on no stage and make them dance. Because some of the dancing what they league girl they do, some big woman can't dance like them. And I tell us some big man to party, like, yo, never you do that. Yeah. So I did what you call it more because then kind of we got some perverted individuals in our society. We're sick in their brains.
Roxanne,
yes.
Sticks.
Before we leave off, I just want to say the Community Council Leadership Intervention Unit, this is all in collaboration too. So we just want to give props to everybody where they can control in hands. Because as you know, me personally, physically, not doing a lot of movements. And so it takes a lot of moving hands to make I could execute an activity and collaboration like this. So we want to say thanks to all the hands where I'm excited to be one success.
All right, give thanks, man. Give thanks for allowing me to mess up on the time. On
that's okay.
Don't worry about that, man.
Thanks
we
for giving us the time.
Man.
Yes.
We appreciate it, brother Mose. Understand me? And I give thanks that then people come away from foreign and they feel like they got easy pass still. It's not the freeway at all. Wait your turn. Wait your
Up
turn.
next we got Belize's very own reggae artist, Rasbano is in the house. You don't know yet, but the man is internationally acclaimed.
I want to use the easy pass for me.
The man really, the man and a Harmonyville again, man. The man Hollywood. We break and come back.
I'm a licensed electrician for 15 years. Safety is always an electrician #1 priority. I shop at Benny's. Benny's give me high quality, durable material. Cheaper doesn't mean safety. Cheaper means danger. When I think about safety, I think about Benny's. Remember, at Benny's, quality is saving.
Savings at Benny's. Best for you and best for me. At Benny's, it's the quality. Quality and savings. See you at the store.
With the launch of this website, the magistracy reaffirms its commitment to making justice more accessible, transparent, and something that looks very familiar to everyone who comes before the court.
For a person facing criminal proceedings, the website provides information on how the criminal process works, how to apply for bail, and how to appeal a decision. For someone who needs to access the family court, information about the services provided, together with the relevant forms and guidance, can now be found in one accessible location. Similarly, information on how civil claims are brought in the magistrate court is available on the website. These may seem like simple things, but they are not insignificant. For the ordinary citizen, knowing where to go, what form to complete, what procedure to follow, and what to expect can make the difference between feeling completely lost in the justice system and feeling empowered to navigate it. This website places important information and documents within reach of every citizen with access to the internet.
And our goal is really to build public confidence. The launch is supposed to, stimulate that so that the public can go online, click the link, play around with the website, get familiar with it. Also, we would definitely want the Bar Association and other key stakeholders, the lawyers, to promote the use of this website, and also the court staff.
We are often the face of justice that the ordinary Belizean is more likely to meet. That is not a burden we resent. It is a responsibility that we embrace. If we are, for so many, the only door into the justice system, then we owe it to them to make that door easier to open.
I've always been fascinated with gemstones. It's all about taking nature's beauty and creating something uniquely beautiful. I've had inspiration from the Belize Blue Bull, the beaches, the jaguar. I've launched a new product called Co-Design with Deb, and Atlantic Bank's e-commerce system has opened the door to my international customers so I can receive payments so they can have their custom pieces shipped to them.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together.
Nando's Wholesale is your market leader in Belize's wholesale industry when it comes to high quality products at the most reasonable and competitive prices. With over 40 years in the wholesale business, Nando's Wholesale embraces the partnership of the hotel industry in Belize by providing world-renowned brands in wines, seasonings, condiments, and cleaners in industrial sizes, as well as small and large kitchen appliances and equipment. Nando's also takes pride in providing one of the quietest and most durable air conditioning systems in Belize with technical support and spare parts. Nando's Wholesale. Professional, reliable, effective, and prompt. Nando's Wholesale always delivers. Visit us at www.nandos.bz or send an email to nandos@nandos.bz. Or, even better yet, give us a call today at 222-500 or 280-8080 to speak to one of our sales representatives today.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God, Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Whether you are a busy person or stuck in traffic or having an adverse or very demanding circumstance, tension builds up, causing you to be stressed out. Stress attacks everyone, anytime, any age. And stress is a killer. Palm City? It's best to be alive than dead. So visit Freetown Drugstore to get options to relieve stress and to relax your mind.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you today?
I'm so stressed out.
Okay, I'm going to help you right now. When I this daily, for 10 days, I am good after that, okay?
Okay.
Freetown Drugstore, 28 Freetown Road, where you are better off alive than dead. Freetown Drugstore, telephone 223-2876.
Hello
Belize, if you're looking for the perfect home air conditioner, then listen up. First, choose the right tonnage. Correct sizing means perfect cooling and much lower electricity bills. Now, look for efficiency. Gree uses AI-driven performance to optimize cooling and fight high energy costs. Lastly, don't just cool your air, clean it. Demand health-focused air treatment and smart connected features. Get the global leader in smart home comfort. Contact us today to find your perfect Gree AC.
All right, welcome back to the WB Wake Up Belize Morning Vibes, and it's this morning has really been a morning of family and friend. To be honest with you, Marcosha, then we had Sticks, and now we have family from out of Harmonyville, Belmopan, straight out of Hollywood. Rasbano, I reach out to you and tell you, man, I really want you to come on and talk about your this incredible turn in your direction. Like, yeah, you made sing with Mile 41 and you did record songs before, but this different. This level of music where you produce now, that like you are no more artist than farmer. Morning and welcome to the show.
Morning, big brother. Man, it just been crazy how the music just like, how I say, like part of me, you know?
Yeah.
And sometimes like, sometimes you hold back yourself and you don't even know them in kind of way. But I end up in a studio in California there, through Easy Judah. Easy Judah, that the lead singer from Bambiki Bandula.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, bad artist, you know, I really rate Easy Judah. But he carried me to the studio in Northridge where this guy, Carl McGregor, won.
The great?
No, I mean...
The great Carl McGregor.
No, funny thing, I never knew who was Carl McGregor until I get there, right? And then studio that like, never been in our studio like that before, so no.
Big man.
Yeah,
big
and
man.
so I left in a position because I never had me band with me. And I never meet other person ever the way how music would be played in terms of with notes or whatever. I kind of spiraled when it comes to the music where I just had to sing and jimmers and diesel and then I make the bass, then I do the guitar, whatever. And I mean, always okay with whatever they do, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, tight, you know? So, but over there I never had that. And because I never had that, I'm left like pause, you know? Because like I've done used to there with my boys there. And when I left the studio from there, I started to say, I need to learn for how to play the guitar, right? And so I left from there and I got home and I tell my wife, I need to start to learn to play guitar, you know, this, that, right? So I say, I'm going to buy a guitar. Anyway, boy, you know how we behave sometimes. We used to think, we know that, you know. Anyway, for my birthday, my wife buy me this guitar and thing, and I said, well, I have to learn how to play this thing now. You know, go up on YouTube, right? Guitar lesson for beginners, right? Because you never know one G to one A or D or no kind of cards.
Right.
And the man saying in 10 days time, he'll show you how to play the guitar. Sure enough, after 6 days, I start feel myself, right? So, I mean, like, at the end of the band, and so certain song would have just moved me. When I realized actually they play cards, and, you know, the third song I learned to play were like, Three Little Birds and Bob Marley, and that the way make I really start to like the guitar, you know. I say, what, you could do this, you know?
You start believe.
Yes, you know. And from then every day, I pick up the guitar for at least 2-3 hours sometimes, you know. And so then songs start to get written. And a lot of me time, you know, that's for now. A lot of me time. I'm not going to have no bad company around me. So, yeah, a lot of...
But about the man,
you know,
was insinuating.
In New York, and I had a Cali, and I had a way out the normal, like downtown LA, I had a way in the valley.
Yeah.
And so I just practice every day, but I always had a thing with me where I was always the right song. You know, for young, I was with the right song. And so with this guitar now, it's just sweeter, it's just nicer. So after 1 year now, I say I had like 8 songs where I think I play good enough, right? So I buzz Carl McGregor and tell Carl McGregor if he remember me, you know, because I think I'm ready for do some recording now and thing, and I want the man, you know, I want to hear me out. So the man tell me, pull up, man, come over. So I live in Van Nuys, and he in the valley too, in Northridge. So like a 15-20 minute drive from about there, and that in traffic. So you know how they go in traffic. So gone over there, and I'm like, this is like you're going to audition, you know. And so I like, boy, I wonder if this man I rate anything here or whatever. And so I start playing and thing, and the man just, you know, I get the vibe or whatever. And then I play this song, Stay in Your Heart, the one where I do the video for. And I see the man, you know, and cards, they make the man like, hey, you know, like, he say he like that one day. And so I do the rest and thing, I do like I say, I never had no crazy amount of song, but I like, boom, alright, I feel like I could play in 8 year, and I got in there, you know. And out of all of them, then the man tell me like, man, I think you got 4 hits there, you know. Like when he in the rate, right? So I like, you know, my mind, this Bali must say, was how he talk to people, you know. He knows to be a nice guy, you know, that kind of way. But so the man say, which one we are do first? And like I say, after him, like that one there first. I was like, okay, well, we'll do that one there. And then we the guitar, this is where the music really mean a lot to me, because that me play the guitar, you know, and he play bass by that for he instrument, but he also played keyboard and things, so he put on everything to the music. But you need to know, I never know who I'm in the deal with still, right? I never like,
you think that's just another guy?
You know that Easy Jude, I never put the man, like really give me this man background.
You never give a good briefing.
You dig? And so when I did there, me and he the talk now, and this man they tell me all when he do already, cause he may work for Prince. You know, he ain't deal with Prince. You know Prince, I don't know. So the man work with Warner Brothers. The man, he do thing for Tyler Perry right now. He do thing for Netflix, you know, Lionsgate and them kind of thing. So big connect, right? So I never aware of all of that.
The royal family of music that believes show the name.
You know, but so. I think get sung enough because then how I never know that.
Well, you know, you just wanted a farm, did a
no man. No man. How I never know that. And I like big up Carl, you know, because I always tell the man that boy, when I get a break, big you up because I don't think he can get a big up where he need to get, you know.
You got a number of people where they operate in that space there where they do some amazing things, but they don't really like you would have say like when they get in that traffic, they are very demanding at that level of artistry and producing that one constant flow. So they don't really got time for the depend on Facebook, the post what they do, like they done it, the credentials done. They don't really they exalt selves to spend no time with that. That was from one project to another project. So we that believes wouldn't even know them man they do that kind of thing. Like I know several other persons right there at California where they pass on some high level of production. I know you have Mr. Patrick Barrow's son, that one high level producer in a hip hop and in a R&B music. Like they do some crazy work with some big performer. You got Stone Jam brother right there, Michael Hyde. We know a little bit about him because you know we know that he and the traveling part of the Ziggy Marley.
So I'm here about him.
Yeah, so you got some people that
you know, but I never hear about Carl. Yeah, you know, and like I said, no, I got.
When I see you get to work with Carl, my thing wasn't like who you did work with. My thing was, well, damn, Carl actually mess with Bano. I have to take one. I have to hear that with Bano. They don't forget that kind of opportunity there. That's why you're there for me. Sure, to talk about your music.
And
you the certified
finally, cause you don't need to know. I know this brother for a long time, and finally he rate me tune in. So no, not like this. So this one I really take one effect. I know if you say that you've been disrespectful with the rest, you know, but I just, and in fact, I mean, I really feel this music right now, where I bring right now, you know.
I think one is that you're the deal with one, like you say you don't know the man, but I don't know a person. I've never met him, but I know of him. I know his name, his reputation is large, and so when I see you to do work with that producer, with that essentially a legend, I like Bano has arrived. Before I even hear the song, I say that crazy, and then when I didn't even know about the guitar thing, so that news to me right here would give me. And I heard the first song I heard that me Wolves, and I said to myself, your songwriting is international. Like I have to say, this songwriting is within our time apart. The quality of songs that are being written, they're not really, you know, people the give one, maybe the give one who can they sell you one image, but the crafting of songs, and especially in a reggae is kind of maybe the people where they do that kind of work not up on the forefront again, right? And so when you hear it, it was really a breath of fresh air. It was the give your full flowers, brother. It was authentic and it was world class. Have to be. And you know, I think there is room to improve with your vocal skills. I think you got room for going at that. But your melody and your songwriting is high level, and I am proud, man. I really rate it. I know that right now in a free space, I don't know the extent to which what I call culture reggae is any more one in thing. You know, like we got the classics, but like we know in our time when they have new cultural reggae classics to come out. So you have more. You have more just people where they sing reggae, but like they say one drop rhythms. You know that. But you would create that one kind of old school throwback kind of man on his guitar and one message and one melody and great songwriting. I just really rate it, brother.
But for me, I chase something like when I come out of style.
Right.
You know, then kind of way something.
It's called quality.
You know, but like really some music, like not to compare myself with Bob, but I mean Bob music stayed fresh throughout the years, you know. And you got a lot of other artists where their music, and then you see like some of the other songs don't really stay. Like to me, like Sizzler, I like the more earlier albums than from Sizzler than now. Songs will remain, you know, because the content, the content are where they deal with. So one of the things is that I want that. I know that's one, and that's why I want my own rhythm. I know just want to jump on a rhythm because the amount of rhythm where we don't pass through, you know. You know, and the styling we just pass through or whatever. And I just want to be like a style way, just a fade way, you know, that kind of way. So so the music for me that like about that real imprint. And the next thing
I think it's brave. I think it's brave for you know to do something where it hasn't been done before, but to do something right now where I know the in thing. And you do it with quality and you do it with one level you could say that you do it out of passion, you know, you do it for try seek popularity, you know, they seek it for say you do it because this is where your soul they call you for make this great piece of art. I don't want people to think that I go overboard with. Yes, I got bias. It's some beds in and I rate as one brother and I rate the things you have done. You're not a real soldier. I rate you as a human being. And so there is that bias. But you know when it comes to my evaluation of music that I try call balls and strikes. I don't want to give nobody one false sense, you know, just because I'm a ballet. I want to tell you why I wouldn't follow that. You know how we go with one another. That's like how you have told me some very unkind things in the past.
But you need to understand that I rate that.
Okay.
I don't want to just be that because like you can't left your bigger when you go somewhere, just the flap.
Yeah.
You know that kind of way. So the grading hard because I tell you like again lot of DJ that my friend, you know, just due to how we've been through the years and things. So, like, one man like Twang, I was always saying healy thing, right? You like this one, you like this one. And when I say I start to get Twang attention, because before Twang, see me, I never get Twang attention, right? When the man started to tell me, he said, boy, I like that one, you know, that one gamali thing, and you know, so. I try to connect with people where grade hard.
The track really like I think could play anywhere in the world as one authentic piece of I hate the word hit because hits are made by a machine. One machine make hits. When I say that like you need for have the record labels and they line up with radio stations. This is in the past, or maybe they got the links with Spotify and they able to coordinate streams and make sure the thing go. There's a machinery behind hits, whether not only based on the quality of the work, right? You could have high quality work, it never become a hit. So I hate the word hit. What I say is there is a legitimacy where nobody can take away. You play that song anywhere and say, this song come from Belize, this song reggae song, this name was bound and they want to hear that and they want to say, good work. Anyway. And that for me, that's an accomplishment. No, do you have the kind of support system, all the structures and all the access to maybe convert that into something where could, carry you to our next level of artist, I don't know, because that's a different highway. But as far as the actual production of our musical piece, well done, bro. Well, excellently done. Give thanks. You're working with an excellent producer, one of the finest this country has produced, and it shows. And I didn't even know about the fact that you teach yourself the guitar, but you can't continue to talk about your songs without make the public hear it. Cause don't they pass me time, so I don't have no more time. So we got time for one track. I will have to bring you back again, because you know next time you'll have to bring your guitar. I don't understand how you never bring your guitar when every damn day you're on Facebook with your guitar. Every single day we have to say post with you and your guitar. When you come on the studio, come meet the people, you want left the guitar home. That makes no sense to me. But we're not quarrel. You got one song to play for it?
Yeah, man. I have 3 songs. Like I said, 3 songs where I'm going to do with McGregor up to this point. I have yet to get back in at the studio. Don't think you're never free, right? You have one cost to it, right? And I only could carry myself so far.
Right.
So believing in myself, and I go all out to it, what I believe in, I go. I usually, you know, I get feelings in, and then, you know, when I deal with harmony, feel like, you know, I go all. So they're there right now, so I'd find out ways how we could raise funds, and so I start to sell like t-shirts and things, because I have people willing to support, but they're not there nearby.
Right.
You know, so rather than the beg for handout, I decided to start to sell t-shirts, and you know, I do it from California and I mail it to your address or whatever. And so basically any size you want, you could inbox me and thing, and
on Facebook.
On Facebook, yeah, and
Rasbano.
Yeah, and I reach out to you.
You don't bring none of the shirts.
Yeah, man, I bring a shirt.
But where
for you.
is it? You have to show it. No, listen, hold up.
I bring a shirt for you.
Play the music, we get it back, cause you really know you really know that together.
Man, you hurry up, me.
Can we play the song? Cause I don't know way past my time. I gotta get out of here.
Look in my heart, shows how I feel. My love's for real. If only you could look in my heart, shows how I feel. My love's for real. If only you could look in my heart, oh, you would see what you mean to me, baby. Don't ever say you would throw my love away. I just wanna stay in your heart. Don't ever say you would throw my love away. I just wanna stay in your heart. Look in my heart. Oh, you would find you're always on my mind. If only you could look in my heart. Oh, you would see we were meant to be, baby. Don't ever say you would throw my love away. I just wanna stay in your heart. Don't ever say you would throw my love away. I just wanna stay in your heart. With eyes open wide, still you can see inside of me. If only you could look in my heart. Oh, you would know I love you so. If only you could look in my heart, it would reveal you're all that I need, baby. Don't ever say you would throw my love away. I just wanna stay in your heart. you came.
The sound of Rasbano stay in my heart. It depends on romantic track. Respect. So this is the t-shirt right here. You can link the man. Facebook. You got Instagram.
Got all these things that I don't mess around with. Just
you can't this.
All of them. You see, because I never in me dip on Facebook, you know, Mose, because Facebook have advantages and disadvantages. Right, so, but LA link with Dan Marcos.
Right.
That one of the
Big
next.
up the rebel, Royal Rebel.
That one of the person out there where I see they move with a certain energy or whatever, and so I find myself every other day I drive on 30 miles ago, chill with Marcos in a studio and you know, vibes up that kind of way. So, but
I don't know why you.
But the thing, so. I got a shirt here, and I got some merch, you know, a purse, you know. Some you know, some stickers you could put on your fridge, you know. This this one is a magnetic sticker, you know. But these things, you know, see, you know, this are not like my thing, you know. But I have a wife we deal with that kind of thing, right? So she really designed the whole logo and everything I make, you know, because again I am down on my world, you know, I into the.
You have it on Instagram though, but give thanks, man. But they could link you definitely on Facebook.
Yeah, they could link me on Facebook. Like I said, I on Instagram, but I know something I mess with, you know. Dan Marcos put me on everything, you know. Everything. So Spotify, the whole thing. Yes, but again, I like. In other world, I like Dan Marcos student, and so the man give me a lot of advice in terms of how to move and how to get this thing out there. And they said that video you know, Dan Marcos, you know, right?
Can he build it?
Me and Dan Marcos gone at the beach one day, and we end up back home with that video. Me and Dan Marcos.
Respect.
You know.
And man, I'm out of time, Bano, and I'm gonna last break. I have to finish with the break. Give thanks to the team, Larry G at Creme Radio, up at XTV, Pa Cliff, The Glow, directing Harlan Wagner. Link was bound up on Facebook. You could get the merch, but you could get the music. You could hear the other songs.
Definitely on Rasbano up on YouTube. You could go Rasbano up on YouTube. Easier if you say Rasbano, Stay in Your Heart, and then you want to get the other two songs, Wolves, and also Show Love, you know.
Wolves, that track. That my track. Wait, that track. The great play. Then you're there on iTunes?
I have to ask Dan Marcos.
He probably don't have you there.
You know, I mean, like, Ghana, of course, he deal with that thing, so he threw me out there in the world like that. But appreciative of all the people anyway, they help Rasbano and they push Rasbano, and they believe that, you know, what I believe in, that I got it. You know, I think I have what it takes to be heard. I need to be heard. People, you know, that kind of way.
Respect,
and the message just,
Stand strong, stand firm. For now, we're gone. Last break of the morning.
Stay connected in the USA for as low as $10. With Smart Roaming Data Pass, staying connected is simple and affordable. Get the data you need starting at 1,000 megabytes to stay connected to larger plans that keep you online while you travel across the USA. So you can message, browse, video call, and navigate wherever you go. No SIM swap, no bill shock. Just simple, affordable pricing. Activate easily by dialing *100# using the Smart app or online. Smart Roaming Data Pass. Staying connected the smart way. Smart, bringing people together.
Nokshe Adventure Park came about from the birth of COVID. everything was on pause for tourism. So we decided, let's do something different. We got 10 bikes, 10 ATVs, and we were just doing ATV tours. Shortly after, we were approached by the cruise lines. We agreed to work with them, and from them it just started growing. We set up the chocolate tour first, and then from there we went into the culinary experience at the different Mayan cultures. We have like the gift shop, the cooking class, the shaman, and the healing, and it just all came together. When you reach a certain point, you need investors, you need partners to come into your business. Atlantic Bank does make it easy. Even my 7-year-old could do it.
Atlantic Bank, building the future together. Every great job starts at Brothers Habet with the best supplies and the right support, including free delivery on site, so you can focus on the job. Brothers Habet, working with contractors since 1983.